love.
That's
There
super
you go.
love, boy.
I was gonna go into summer anyways, but hey, free is good.
Hey,
That
that's what's
is
up.
that is definitely
Free is
what's up,
free.
especially being in school. Free is free. Shit, if people don't know, it's humid as fucking Chicago in the summertime.
Does it
Hey,
work well enough?
in
Huh?
this tiny little room, you turn
Oh,
on
so it
for
works.
10 minutes, and your room is cool for an hour, dog.
Oh, so you straight then?
Ah,
Yeah, you
you
good
I'm
then?
good.
chilling.
Yeah, you chilling, you chilling, you chilling, you chilling. Well, man, hey man, we back. Hey, we back for game two post game. Shout out to everybody who watched us on YouTube, on Twitter. Shout out to y'all. Welcome to Uncommon Commentators Podcast. If you're new here, I'm Jay. That's Jonah. That's Zoe. And man, shit. Hey, like we said, Boston is the better team. Dallas got the better player, but Boston is definitely showing they are the better team. Um, I didn't see a lot of the first half. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I saw a lot of the first quarter. That second quarter, I didn't see a lot of. Then I saw a lot of the second half, but the first quarter, I you kind of figured that that's how it's gonna go. Dallas gonna come out kind of strong. You know, they're gonna swing first because they have no choice. But the Celtics,
It's
that's
the
all I got.
Celtics.
It's the
We're gonna keep
Celtics,
coming
yo.
back to it's the Celtics, and it's got too many weapons. Fucking
Too
Drew
many.
was the guy tonight. Like he's the one who went off.
Their
Hey, I was
brand of
just saying to him.
basketball is just you're always gonna find someone that's making it work. If like the way
Mm-hmm.
they just move the ball, I mean, there's possessions where it's like Tatum hit a corner three and he was the final guy on a ball reversal. Like that doesn't happen with many teams.
Mm-mm.
They drive whenever they can. I mean, I think the thing that surprises me about them is like every time they have to drive and kick, it seems like they at least get the pass out to them. Like these
Mm-hmm.
acrobatic ass passes that you probably don't want to rely on as much, but they find ways to like always make them no matter what.
Always.
Even if it's just if you
Always.
get it to the guy, one extra pass away. That's all you need to do. Just get it. Just don't turn it over. Simple as that. Tatum had a couple iffy
Yeah,
handle. I don't know. It's tricky with him because I'm not reading into scoring with that, but like even just holding onto the ball a little bit better is going to open up those passes for him better on those drives.
just
But
Absolutely.
just a little bit. I was talking about this with my guys. Like, just get a little bit more, comfortable and hold on to that ball a little bit. Your numbers gonna change. The whole flow of the game's gonna change. And then the finishing at the rim, it was some tough takes at the rim, but also some shit he should have been finishing. So you wish the scoring was better, but he was doing everything else, so couldn't be mad.
No, you can't be mad at that at all. But talking about who's involved, you know how it's gonna go with that. Like how people will go. It's kind of like the
Twitter's been getting their
Oh,
jokes
he's not.
off.
yeah,
He's
like
not
what
beating the allegations.
he's not. It's hard to when you got a team like this, but it's like I guess it's kind of like how they was trying to like people tried to do Curry. Like Curry can have a bad game and the Warriors still blow your ass out, kind of like thing. I mean,
Early
I
on,
know,
yeah.
I know, I know Curry. I know Tatum is not Curry. We're not. I'm not saying that, but it's like it's kind of like the same type of. Even though it's still some weirdos that still try to do the same allegations with Curry, like the team was just so. Oh, but you can't hold that against a player because the front office just built the team up. Like you,
Built the team up
like,
well.
I mean, Boston has some help from the Nets twice, but 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 it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad at the front office from building the team up. Like, what is Tatum supposed to do? It ain't Tatum's fault that he was a lottery player and in a franchise like Boston had a lottery pick, and he actually was been doing stuff. So it's like he's gonna get all these, like you say, he's not gonna beat the allegations. People are gonna not like him
It's the
for
same
whatever
thing
reason.
I like to look at with the same lens I look at Cat. There's good ways to hate quote unquote hate on Tatum. There is spots in his game that
Oh
you
yeah,
can
oh yeah.
talk about. And if you talk about his pull up shooting, talk about that. It hasn't been hitting when his pull up shooting isn't there. It was like a whole talking point of last season because it was terrible. But I believe in the playoffs, pull up threes, he's shooting like in between 10 and 20% right now.
It's bad. Yep.
That is
Like
bad.
talk about those things. Just
Why don't he
If you
drive
can
the
find
ball?
those
He
more
likes,
specifics, it's more. It adds more context to it, I
it
guess.
does. And like he being 6'10", like I don't understand why he don't drive more. Does he forget? Does he forget? That it's like you said, like that's a good comparison, like you said, John, with Cat, because you want to defend players like Cat and Tatum, but it's hard to defend them when they always doing shit people are complaining about.
And you just gotta know if you can point out realistic downsides of these players. Yeah, it's a great argument to have. If you're just spewing nonsense, then that's where you start turning the corner. Like, there's still so many things that you could like about this game, but then there's so many things that you also couldn't like. It's just going to be easier to look at in the lens of a win every
Oh,
time.
absolutely. No, yeah.
That's just
And
gonna
I
get
think I
your
saw you.
benefit.
Yeah, I think I saw you tweet like he's just been Tatum been making the best basketball plays on the court for his team to win.
Every time.
And every time, like, yeah, he's
I
not
like
driving like I said.
he's forcing some, but
Yeah,
when he
that's
gets
going to
in the
happen.
paint and there's 2-3 guys, he's making that extra pass like Jonah talked about, and it'll get to somebody.
yes,
It doesn't
every
help that
time.
Luca's on the other side too, doing some wizardry shit. Doesn't make him look as good. Some of the
Yeah,
shit Luca's throwing, I don't even know, man. Good
Yeah,
yeah, I don't
lord.
know.
that was
He had like a wrap around to the wing from underneath the basket. I don't know. He just be doing stuff. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
triple double, didn't he?
I know he
He
was
almost had a
close.
quadruple double
Yeah, he
with
did.
turnovers. Damn.
The
I
Westbrook
mean,
special.
yeah, it
got him.
is. Man, it's not even too much we can really say about Boston. Man, like everybody's what you get, even with let's see, you got Jalen Brown 21, Tatum 18, Derek White 18. We ain't even talked about him yet. Drew Holiday with the 26. We already talked about him, and Porzingis with 12. Did he get hurt again at the end of the game?
He looked a little not
He
a it
came
was a
up,
weird
yeah. He
it's
came
kind
up
of tangled
Oh,
up.
hobbling.
laboring. Yeah,
He
yeah,
came
yeah.
up hobbling, but I don't remember exactly what they said or if they said anything.
I think he'll be
Um,
good.
yeah, I think he will be too. Like
Should
people
be.
He's only
when that shit
playing 20 a game
came
right
out
now.
about him about the injury, I'm like, y'all think he's not gonna play?
Nah, he's got
You
three
think
3 days rest too. He'll be
why you
fine.
think Luka's not gonna play in game 2? Is you insane? Imagine if he
That
didn't play
was
tonight.
when I saw those notifications, I was like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, why this is a conversation? I know
Dallas
Luka's
just
not I know
avoiding the
Luka's gonna
fine,
play.
and it has to turn into a talking point.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't have too much to even say about Boston. Like, it's nothing Boston has to change. Maybe it's like small things for him to tweak going into game 3.
I just love watching playoff Drew Holiday and not having to rely on his shot creation.
Yeah, like
Because that
That
was such an
man,
issue in Milwaukee.
he was in
he
the right
hasn't.
spot at the right time. So just getting buckets. And the finishing at the rim has been left, right. He's doing really
Mm-hmm.
well at that. I kind of figured it was like the Aaron Gordon spot because he was just finishing at the rim
Yeah,
a lot.
man,
Or
It's
he'll
crazy
make the
from
extra pass out of there too.
no
it's
facts.
just too many weapons.
They can
They
use
got
him as a
way too many
screener
weapons.
too. He's bulky
It's
enough to where they can use him as a screener for anyone. He was one of the best corner 3-point shooters in the league this year.
Yep.
I mean, if he has to get a bucket, like when you think of where he is on their hierarchy compared to another team, if you have to go get someone to create a shot, like it's pretty good level right there from Drew and pedigree to where he is now compared to other teams and just compared to what his role was in Milwaukee. Because like we saw every single year he'd have really good numbers in the regular season, but once he had to start showing his creation bag in the playoffs, it was
tough.
not ideal.
Real quick, we got somebody in the YouTube chat. Derpy Entertainment said this worst finals ever, especially if the Celtics sweep.
Oh, we
I'm
say
not
that
gonna-
every year.
Nah, I would
Somebody
never,
always say that shit.
always gonna say that, but I would not say that over last year. Listen, I don't know how many minutes of last year finals I actually watched. I think I watched some because we do this, but I still
It's a
think
recency thing. There's
Yeah,
probably some terrible
and
finals way back.
Listen, and this finals has not been bad these first 2 games. It's been entertaining, even though game 1 was a blowout, it was still entertaining. So I don't know about that one, Derpy. I don't know if we agree on that. I don't know about that, but Like I was saying, I ain't got shit too much to say about Boston because Boston's
I
doing
feel
what they're
like
supposed to do.
people feel like Boston's kind of like the Spurs. They play a team game. Anybody can kind of get off. They move the ball well. They play defense.
It's a very modernized version of like
Yeah,
team basketball, I
So,
think.
it
so
is.
it's not
It
ideal to
is.
watch. So I get that, Derpy, but the worst, like it's still some. Tonight was a good back and forth.
I
Even
mean, but I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Boston
You know,
did feel in
I'm with
control
you.
tonight, but
you look up and it was like an 8 point
I still
game.
think it was. It felt like it was.
Did it?
It felt like it was a very solid game.
I don't think I ever felt like Dallas was going to win this game. Even when they had to lead, even
I
when it was going back and forth, it never felt like this is going to be able to happen in the second half. Because you know
nah,
how this
it
second half is
was.
always the thing. Second half is always like,
Because
is that
some
what
of
we're
the
going to
stuff
see?
Luca was doing in the first half, and they still couldn't gain a ton of ground. Like he was.
Luca was magical.
There was
He was
one play
magical
where
in the first.
he looked in pain, hobbling up the court, and then he just goes into a one dribble sidestep pick and roll three, just with
Yes.
ease. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, man.
I don't. I just don't. Man, it's Luca
Yo,
can't listen.
they
Go
can
ahead,
hang
John.
around. They can hang around, but Boston's gonna
His
wear them down. And if it's not, if especially with Kyrie, another bad game,
that is who exactly I was going to talk about. 12 for
another one.
21, 4 for 9 from three, 4 for 8 from free throw line. No, I'm reading the wrong person.
Hold on, yeah.
7 to 18, 0 from 3 from three, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 16 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers. Kyrie
It's just
cannot
all inside
only
the
score
arc,
16. Yeah,
and
he
they're
can't just
loading
score
up.
16. Yeah, they
Everyone on the other
loading up.
team is bigger than him.
Yes,
Everyone,
everybody.
unless Peyton Pritchard's on the court, you are not going to have
Yeah,
like a quote unquote mismatch or like
no.
Al Horford in isolation. How often
Yeah,
are you getting that? Like,
yeah, you're not. And Boston's gonna make sure that he's not even gonna be even in a, be able to be putting that action like that on a consistent basis for Dallas to even take advantage of that.
Or
Like they're too
or
smart for
meet them
that.
at the rim. They'll
Yeah,
they'll be fine.
make someone else
like
beat
all
you.
the
It's easy as
yeah,
that.
they're not
Something
gonna.
they'll find a way.
It's I don't know what they're gonna do, man. Like you got Derrick Jones with 11. That ain't gonna scare you. Gafford with 13. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
That might be Gaffer's best game this series.
yeah, and then
He
and
did
he
look
had nine
smooth today.
rebounds.
He
He
did.
did really. It looked very smooth. But I don't know. I just don't. Kyrie has to score. Luca and Kyrie got to score 30 plus every game.
You have to make the
You can't.
defense make a change because if they're not
Yeah.
hitting, the defense isn't gonna overcompensate towards other
No.
things. If they start
No, they're
making
not.
kickouts to shooters and they start making things, Boston might start thinking about it. But like as
No
long as
facts.
one of I think Luca's just always going to impact. Like Luca's bad games, he's still going to play great. That's just kind of the level
Oh
he's at
yeah,
this point.
that's the type of player he is now
But
for
like
sure.
as long as Kyrie's not making those dribble pull ups, even just I think the big thing is he's not even getting to them because we know how little space Kyrie needs on these shots. We saw in the Wolves
Little.
series, like
Yeah.
he will take contested shots that you will question until they go in, then they're a good shot magically. Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
he's one of those players. But it just feels like he hasn't even had much room to get to him
Man,
whatsoever.
There's
they are
too many
not letting him get
defenders.
off. Yeah, they not letting him
Too
get
many
off.
defenders to throw at him.
They not. And how do you as Boston, not Boston, Dallas, how do you adjust to that? Like you need Kyrie. Like you have no choice. This is why you traded for him. You have to have him. You need him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to. I just don't know what. I don't know what they're gonna do. Seriously.
A series does not start for Dallas until Tim Hardaway Jr. checks in and hits a few threes.
I mean, at
No
this
facts.
point, they're gonna have to dig into the well for even 5 minutes, like in one of these
Yeah,
games.
hey,
Like
Dante Exum stepped in and hit a three. I don't know why he was taking a three late in the third. That kind of scared me, but he hit it.
I did
All you
not
need is
realize. It, well, the 3-point shooting tonight was just weird
it was awful.
It was.
because Boston had one of their worst games you'll see in a minute, 10 of 39. But then you go look at you mentioned the Dante Exum three. I'm like, let me go check out Dallas. 6 of 26. Dante Exum made that three. PJ Washington made a three. Luca had all
Yep.
the other threes.
Yep. So what are you
Terrible.
supposed to do with that? What
Yeah,
what is
Josh
Luka supposed
Green,
to what are you
Kleber,
supposed to do
y'all
with
gotta
that?
y'all gotta do something, man.
Like what are you like? And then Jonah said, if they're not making shots, why does Boston need to even change anything?
They're just gonna keep locking down on Kyrie and make the. I mean, you just got to make those other guys beat you. It's easier. I thought the Wolves could have done a better job at it, but I think it's just one of those situations that's easier said than done. I think Boston's just they're built for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do, but I mean, they just got to keep doing what they're doing until I hope Dallas makes a move because I want to see how things adjust. I'd like to see like a big Kyrie shot making game because it would throw a wrench in the whole system. It would be really interesting to see how Boston switches up with defense, but also just like what it opens up for the offense for Dallas
Mm-hmm.
because it has not just been as smooth as it was last series.
No,
You
it
can't
wasn't.
just
No,
pick it
it's
apart.
not smooth. No, it's not smooth for Dallas at all. Like, man, they just is Boston that defense that super elite like that? Like, god damn.
It's not even like super elite. Like, yeah, you got Drew, Derek White is solid, but like everyone else is just solid players. Al is just gonna hold his
Everybody.
own. Zinger's gonna be there at the rim.
I think it's the
Tatum,
versatility.
Tatum and Brown. Exactly. Everyone can just switch. Everyone can defend at a high level, but not like elite lockdown shit. Like that's just Drew and maybe Derek White.
Like
And I
Derek White and Drew are quote unquote small guards, but they are strong as hell. Like
very
Six
strong.
four. What are we talking
they will
about?
guard up
Very strong.
to when you look at the other team, like their forwards are I guess PJ Watt. Like their tallest
6'8",
non-centers are
6'7".
going to be very easy guys you can switch out on these guys. I mean, you could even if Drew has even played against some centers this year. Like they'll let him body guys up because he's just strong as hell. And if one of these
He's
guys get
very
to catch
strong.
far away, like they'll trust that. They have so many options.
No, they do. Y'all remember when people forget how really good of a defender Drew really is. Y'all remember when he was with the Pelicans and they had that series, it was the Pelicans versus Portland. It was Drew and Rondo, and they had Dame and CJ in fucking hell. Like,
Pelicans Rondo.
man, do you remember that, Zoe? You remember that?
It's been a minute. I'm gonna have to
Dog,
dive back
dog.
in.
This is like, fuck. I think AD was still there. So man, and the Pelicans beat them in the first round, and Dame, and this was like Dame and CJ was like Dame and CJ, and Drew was locking this dude down, like shut him. You don't remember this shit? I think they
Not off
swept
the
them in that
top.
series. Dog, oh my god, I think they swept their ass in that series. It was
Pelicans
Drew
with a lower seed though.
and were they? I think they might have been the lowest. I can never remember a series that the Pelicans was the higher seed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think they was the lower seed for sure.
2018.
Yeah. That's it. I think that's
It
the
was
squad.
Pelicans sweep over the Portland.
Yeah, yo, dog.
Damn.
No,
Damn.
listen, that is when like
Miritich
different
was out
conversation.
there.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's like different
Nico.
conversations about Dame
I
that
rocked
off
with him.
season, like because they locked them down. Like Drew, people forget about how good of a defender he really is. Like
Drew averaged 28
man.
a game that series too.
That's crazy. Drew ass. Fucking
Yes,
Drew.
bro.
He's been
Like,
around for so long. It's crazy.
yeah, yes, man. Drew and Rondo
Oh
was shutting down
God.
Dame and fucking CJ. Like that
Because
was
Drew is traded for Nerlens on draft night, and Nerlens Noel is out of the league now. Like that's how Drew was already in year 4 when that happened too. Like he's been around
that's
since
crazy.
09-10 season.
No, that's really is insane.
Fucking
But
Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
God
Nerlens
damn.
Noel, man, everybody's really high on him for a long time.
Yeah, so was
Weird
Clutch.
draft. Weird draft.
Weird.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Clutch should just pay him out of pocket.
yeah, that was a weird ass story, wasn't it? Man, anyways,
Yeah.
shit, man, what y'all think? I don't know what else Dallas supposed to do. Make your shots. Kyrie. I think it's easier than done. Kyrie go off next game, but
Does going home do we think
It's gonna
going
change.
home is gonna change some things? Okay.
It should help.
the format, it's back to 2-2-1-1-1. Like
I believe
2-2-1-1.
so.
Because it used to be that A lot of people didn't like that 2-3-2 shit.
I hated 2-3-2.
You hated it because
I hate it.
sometimes if that whole road team split, they
You
fuck
get
around
one,
and sweep at the crib. Yeah.
and it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
That was some bullshit.
That's
That
happened
was
a
some
lot
bullshit.
when the team. That definitely happens a lot, but it could happen. Think about it, like Luka went 32-11-11, and they still lost by 7. It could have been more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Kyrie
wasn't
has
like a.
three more buckets.
It wasn't even a close 7. Honestly, when you think about it, like
just not winning the game when the Celtics shoot 25% from 3. I feel like just hurts a little bit.
That's gonna be a tough one.
That's the
When
game.
you
How
get
many more
the
games do you get like that?
Yeah,
when you get the
at
stat
home,
sheet
he
in the locker
missed it.
room,
Yeah,
Dallas is hurting.
yeah, that
That's
was super
tough.
hurting because
Dallas
I
left
didn't think it
8
was that
points at the
low.
free throw line too. Luca was
Ooh,
Yeah,
4 of
Luka.
8.
Yeah, Luka.
yo,
He missed
there's
4 from.
Luca got a free throw for I think it was like clear path or transition take
And
foul
missed it.
and missed it. Yo, he's not shooting that well from the line. Are we sure that they want him shooting that?
He's better at
Here's I'm
sidestep,
like,
fade away, contested
He's better
threes
at
than he is
all that
free
other
throws.
shit, but like it's crazy.
what is it with dudes in the NBA nowadays? Am I just because I watch so much more now that I notice it? Was it always like this that guys miss free throws this much? And I think it's like I feel like it's across all levels of basketball. Like people just miss free throws.
I mean, what Jordan even shot around like what 80,
I'm not
75,
bringing his
80?
ass in this shit. I'm not even bringing. But yeah, he did though. Jordan was like an 80%, like 82, 85 at best, I believe. But I feel like so many guys now are just missing free throws. But they, like you
That's
said,
why
Luka make a step back off one leg, 35 feet away, don't even touch the net.
that's
Don't even
another
touch the net.
Curry alien gene is his free
Yeah,
throw shooting.
yeah, because Curry
Like
don't miss.
95% every year on
And
some
then when he
crazy
does
shit.
miss, it's
Luka
like he missed. Why he missed? How the fuck he missed?
Luka puts up stats like Bron. He gets almost a triple double, and then you
Hey,
shoot like
hey,
70.
hey! I didn't bring up Brian. In 22
Damn.
minutes, I didn't bring him up. I had so many opportunities to bring up Brian, and I didn't. Just because you called me out last week, and you was the first one. Just so
All right,
you
you
know.
got me. You got me.
Yeah, I got
Damn.
Yeah. But he does though. Luka does have like LeBron-esque games. Like, look at that triple double, and he missed 4 free throws. I
Bron would
mean,
have weird free throw stunts.
Brian, didn't he like out of nowhere?
Really
Like
weird.
he got really bad. I don't remember him being this bad in Miami. But
It got
like,
bad in Miami. It was
it
down to
did.
like 70.
I feel like that second time in Cleveland, his shit got down to like 67%. Like it's
It might have been. It was
like how you?
tough.
Because remember, like Corver was supposed to be helping him in Cleveland. Wasn't it in Cleveland the second
Yeah.
time? He was bad at free throws. Like, how do you get
Luka's
that bad?
only 74% in his career, so
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not good.
Do you want him
can't
shooting that?
Yeah, you can't shoot that bad when you hold the ball that much.
he will stare you down into your soul if you walk up to that free throw line on
He will.
a clear path
I
foul.
was trying to peep who else was on the court. I think like Josh Green, Derek Jones. It was like other people you don't want shooting. So
Yeah.
I get it.
Outside of him, who else would you want? Kyrie to shoot the free throws?
He wasn't
He-
on the court.
He
I was like,
probably
what is
does
Josh?
on the court.
I was like, what
if
is
he on the court,
Josh Green shoot from the line?
I don't know. He probably
Yeah,
like,
Kyrie shoot that free
if
throw.
he's on the court,
Does
would
Josh
you want
Green even
Kyrie
have good enough
over-
sample size? Shit.
Probably not.
Does he get to the rim enough?
Right, he probably don't.
68% in his career, one attempt a game.
All right.
What's so
Put
funny
his-
is he
put his
shot
ass on the bench.
68% tonight.
It might just be like a comfortability. It might just be a comfortability thing. Like
Hey,
he's at the line so much more than the other guys. It's gonna feel foreign
Consistent.
if you're up there.
he's consistent though.
He is. I don't know what you're supposed to do, man. Like, I don't know, Luka. I can't be mad at Luka's game. You still lose by 8.
Derek
Honestly,
Lively
you
being
know,
minus 15 stands out in the box score.
It damn near is like when you play on a team like Boston, you feel like you need 3 scorers. 2 ain't gonna get it done.
I think Gafford played so well that I didn't even realize that Lively was playing that bad.
Gafford was a neutral in plus minus today. 13 points, 9 rebounds. He did
Honestly, PJ Washington has to shoot more than 1 from 5 from 3.
I
Yep.
like
honestly.
everything else PJ did this game,
Yeah,
but the
he
shooting
did.
was just
Yeah,
it's
he
still
did.
concerning.
He played well, but when you start going, so
Aggressive,
you're here
rim
for the
pressure.
threes. Yeah, you're here for the
Yeah,
threes too.
I
You know,
especially
trust
with
him off
Luca.
the dribble so much more than some of all their other role players too. Like he's just
yeah,
simple. His floater is super effective, which is
He
kind of
yeah.
uses his
unique for
left.
like his kind of play style.
Yeah, he uses his left well, which is another surprise for some of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I with you. He's got to be better. He's got to make those threes. When you got Luca out there, you got to catch and shoot. That's got to be your role, no matter what. Even if you do attack, you got to be a catch and shoot guy.
It's like
Hey,
things we
look,
already knew with PJ a little bit from his time in Charlotte, but it's nice to see like I don't know. The shot was always shaky. I think his even his
always.
corner percentages in the last couple of years weren't that great. Like even just seeing some of this stuff translate over to playoffs. I mean, it comes
But
to
you
a point
still
like how
need
much
him.
what are you really asking for? And so many of those it was so weird with his shooting throughout this whole playoffs. Like Thunder series, he was crazy. Wolf series, he still hit timely threes. That was the big thing, which he's been doing all the year. Is those timely threes?
Yo, you mentioned that
I
last
knew
pod,
some
and then I
motherfuckers would.
saw a stat, and the number drop from round one, just insane. Just the
Mm-hmm.
shooting fall off for him. I was never a
I
big
know.
PJ Washington guy. Just the fit was
No,
working in Dallas, but he was a
because who the
tweener.
fuck is watching? Who's watching Hornets games?
Exactly. Not
Mm-hmm.
me.
Who is watching Hornets games? Seriously, if we don't have a podcast, who's watching them?
Especially LaMelo was injured. Definitely
Eh,
wasn't watching before.
exactly.
Get some Brandon Miller chops.
Ain't nobody yeah,
6 o'clock
That was
game.
it.
ain't nobody watching no goddamn
Six.
Hornets games,
It's like
man.
one of those slates where it's like 4 games on, and the Hornets just happen to be the early Eastern
Happen
game,
to
and
be
I'm
on.
like,
Happen. And
I'll
you
go see
thirsty
a
for some
rookie or
Yeah,
something.
You even watch the
you be
first
thirsty for
half.
that. You be thirsty, but that shit don't be fun to watch. That shit don't be
Nah.
fun to watch. But
It's
like I said, you don't
background.
really know his background. But PJ he's still here to gotta make them shots. Like if he hits 2 more, if he's 3 for 5, that could change something. I mean, that changes the
It's
game.
that thin line.
That's a 1-point game right now.
I hate that difference between we want you to keep your confidence, keep taking these shots, and the other team wants you to take these shots because they'll live with it. It's
Mm-hmm.
super hard to figure out
It is.
because
No, it is.
I mean
for sure.
the obvious fix is make your shots. That fixes everything, but like it's not that easy.
It's definitely easy because then you got so basically between Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington, they were 1 for 8 from 3.
But
You throw in Kyrie, they 1 for 11 from 3. Then you throw in Josh Green, they 1 for 14.
Mhm.
but it's shots you gotta take.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is
It
that's
sucks.
game. That's
Y'all
the
gotta
game
make
right
that
there.
shit.
Yeah,
Because
that's
26
game.
shots as a
Boston.
team still isn't crazy volume,
No.
and that's even with us saying these guys might have been able to take less shots because
Mm-hmm.
it's tough. They're poking
Is it
some
time to
holes
do-
in.
Does Jason Kidd got to bring out Tim Hardaway? Was he hurt?
He's not
He's
hurt.
good.
He's just out
He
the
just coach
rotation.
decision. Hey, it's time. Bro.
Something at home, especially
need
like you guys
at
said.
home. Hey, role
Throw
players
something
play
out
better
there.
At home. Yeah, you gotta
Early
throw
second
out there.
quarter. Go ahead, Tim.
What you got
I'm gonna give you
What do you
4
got to
minutes.
lose? What do you got to lose, man?
If
No
it's
one is
bad,
making shots from outside.
you're
if
done.
It's bad, sit him down. If he's
You
not
gotta
playing
try.
well, sit his ass down. Right, what do you got to lose? You're down 2-0. You're going back home for game 3 on Wednesday night. Why not play him? You should play him. So
Am I really about
And
to
I
look
do
at
think-
Tim Hardaway home splits? I am.
I do
yes,
think
you are.
I do think Dallas's confidence is gonna be up. Like you guys talked about, the shooting, it's not gonna be that bad again. Even though Boston's not gonna shoot that bad again, you never know.
No,
Especially going home.
you never know. Not with them. You ain't lying. You never know with Boston how bad they're gonna be.
Y'all
You
think
never
Jason
know.
Kidd mind tricks is working? Talking about
That
Jalen
was
Brown's the best
funny.
player.
Oh, that
I
was
don't-
hilarious.
I don't. It's just funny to see because the media is gonna start. It just starts a whole avalanche for no reason, and I love it. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
No reason to
I
do
don't-
it, but just
No
push the
reason at all.
buttons.
Hey, when the roster's not there, The mind trick's got to come out. I applaud him for that one. That's a chess
Fuck
move.
it. Why not? What is there to lose?
There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose, honestly. Like there's literally nothing to lose. So, I mean, hey, I don't know,
Could have
man.
been get a big Jalen Brown game. That'd be funny. Have him put up 45. Say some shit post game about it. I don't know. We'll see.
Speaking of Jalen Brown, man. Hey, man. People get what the hell did D Wade do to everybody in the NBA world over the last couple games? After the last game, people been just saying like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I think Jalen Brown's better than Dwayne Wade. What are we talking about?
Wait, what? I missed
I saw
this
some
shit.
weird arguments about like second option stuff, and that got into a
Yeah,
whole
like, they
can
was
of
saying, like,
worms.
Yeah, like dog. You know who's kicked it off? That goddamn weasel, Colin Cowherd. Because he kicked it off with Jalen Brown. He kicked it off talking about with him and Harden and shit like that. Because Harden was saying like he was he wanted to remember as a winner, and then people started saying that he's already over D Wade, and then the whole Jalen Brown D Wade. Hey, y'all need to stop being disrespectful, man.
I don't think you can say like definitive 2, 3. Like you can say Tatum's the number one. I agree with that, but like everything else from there, it is a game to game thing with Boston, straight up.
Absolutely, it is.
That's just how it is.
So
Their
leave
flow.
Wade out of this. Yeah, like what the? Why do we
tell
do
D-Wade
this?
gotta
in
do
sports?
it.
Al
We
Horford.
always do this in basketball. Why can't somebody just be good? Leave them dudes alone, man. Like I'm not gonna compare somebody to somebody like Wade.
Nah, if you like this guy, you can't like that guy.
Especially nowadays. I forgot about that. You can't, if I say, and I'm probably like an old guy saying you can't say somebody's better than D Wade, but man, come on, man. Let Jalen Brown have his shine. Let him have his shine. Look what it is. Rand said hi. She's in the chat. She is spying on us.
What up, producer?
Oh yeah, she is like kind of like our producer. She was.
Yeah.
But no, man. Stop, man. Listen, we're not. Leave Jalen Brown out of this and D Wade alone. Like, leave him alone. Let Jalen Brown have his shine because he is hooping. I've never been the biggest Jalen Brown fan, but he's hooping. He's been hooping a lot these playoffs.
I really enjoy his games when he plays. Like, I don't feel like it just comes in a whole bunch of different facets. Like he's either bullying people towards the rim, it's in transition. Like he'll find his ways to get it done. It doesn't seem like he really forces it, which is nice. Honestly,
no, he's turned himself into a nice 3-level scorer. Something that I didn't anticipate. Like the athleticism, the defense, knew was going to be there from the jump.
Athleticism is still crazy.
Still crazy. It's powerful type dunks.
Powerful dunking. Like it's
that
like
fast break dunk he had today was. I mean, you see some players get into like 28 and you can visibly tell they're losing a step, but like Jalen Brown still has all of his juice.
No, he does. No, he definitely does.
It was some hard like Dominique type shit. It looked like
for real. Like you feel it. Like you feel it shake through the arena, man. Like, god damn. Yes, attack the rim. I love that. Like it's playoffs, man. You gotta make the ref blow a whistle. Like we can't always just shoot threes all the time. Like let them know, like I'm coming. We're just not gonna settle for threes. So, man, y'all. Who picked
and
Jalen
attack
Brown
Luka
MVP? Yeah, you gotta attack Luka. Who picked Jalen Brown for MVP? Was it you, Zoe? Who picked? It was you. You picked Jalen Brown. Hey, listen. The way this shit going, if they win, which it's a good chance. I mean,
I'm curious who the favorite is right now. Honestly,
I think it's tough because that Drew had a good game today.
Oh yeah, but did he have a good game in game one? That's the thing. I don't remember that.
Hey,
you got to factor in the politics of it.
Yeah, Boston is constructed to where anybody can have that night.
They are.
You could have.
We know who's taking it if Dallas wins. We know what's happening there.
100%.
We know the drill there. If Dallas wins, we know Luka getting that shit. That's like an easy. I mean, how much money can you even win if you made that bet?
For at least for the Dallas players.
Yeah, like it's not. I'm pretty sure the odds picking him was pointless. You probably had to drop a lot to even win a lot. But man, it's gonna be interesting if it goes like this.
Yeah,
Do
what
you
if you
know
got
if
4 Boston wins and 4 different players stand out each game? Who wins?
It probably just goes. Fuck, I don't even know. Tatum's got his
And
weird
damn?
hole.
it could happen.
Damn.
It could happen.
Good.
Watch a Porzingis revenge game in Dallas. Boom, he's riding the running.
Because he did have a crazy game one. Damn. It's the game one that really fucks it up because game one was such a blowout and everybody was going crazy to the point now it's like
If Tatum gets it, it's jokes.
Oh,
If he doesn't get it, then he's not good enough to win it. So, I don't know.
yo, Andre Iguodala won over Stephen Curry.
only because he slowed down Bron.
Good old Iggy. And we
Only
had to have
because-
4 more years of Curry not having a Finals MVP until he got it
Yes.
finally.
Finally. He only has one, right?
It'll be
Yeah.
a talking point once someone wins it, but nobody cares about
Oh,
it
yeah,
until it
fact.
happens.
No, facts.
Or that one year, like Danny Green almost won that shit.
Danny Green
Well,
and
yeah,
Gary
wait,
Neal were going crazy.
Oh yeah, for the Spurs.
Yeah.
But that's the year Kawhi won, right?
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah,
2014.
crazy Danny Green year. I don't know. I respect when they at least consider these other guys and not just go straight, your star, here you go.
I do want the best player from that series. I'm with that.
Yeah, like I want you to actually dominate. I don't want the best player to get it and he didn't really like make an impact. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna like it's gonna be hard for Tatum. Tatum for the rest of this series, if they sweep the next 2 games, he has to go off. I'm talking about 30 plus double type shit. Like he
Efficient. An
can't,
efficient
yes,
30.
Like, yeah, like if they sweep or win this shit in 5, he has to dominate the next 3 games.
Dog, let me
Only
get like
17. Jesus. He is
Terrible.
12 of 38, averaging 17 a game in the first 2.
That's not
again,
gonna do it.
they're throwing
That's
a
not
lot
gonna
at
get-
him,
that's-
but
that's
he's
not gonna
also
get you MVP. That's not
he's
gonna get
missing
you
some
MVP,
easy ones at the rim.
bro. Oh yeah.
Some shit that he would finish too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened on that dunk attempt where it ended up
Seemed,
in the.
Do he not know he's 6'10"? This is not
Does he not know like a jump stop? Because sometimes that motherfucker out of control. Like just slow
It
your
felt
body,
a little
bro.
premeditated there on that one.
man? Like,
Oh
he
yeah,
out
he
of
was
control.
he was forcing it. Got to get the bucket.
Mhm.
He was trying to go to the line.
No, he was, but man, shit. Anything else we get up at? We had 40 minutes almost. Anything else?
Hey,
we're not
hope
rocking
Dallas.
we're not rocking.
hope that-
We're not rocking tomorrow. Our normal show is not. Y'all won't see us again until Wednesday. So before I forget, before we get up out of here.
Nah,
We're
y'all
not
don't want to
gonna
do
have
like a clipped review. We run through the series, the TV show.
I will not be turning that on.
Come on, man.
I saw that one clip on Twitter and I'm like, this is the most
Let me tell you
unserious
something.
depiction of basketball I've
Let me
ever
tell you
seen.
something. I need to know who did the
Poor Blake
the
Griffin.
casting.
Poor
Blake
did the
Griffin for
casting?
real. That's so
Blake
bad.
Griffin, Curry looked crazy. Everybody looked crazy on this show, man. What is
Nah,
this?
JJ, Matt Barnes, I get Big Baby. They got a big dude. I feel it.
They literally just got a big guy
Just a
instead
big
of
guy.
Big Baby.
All they did was get a big dude to play Big Baby, man. You got Lil Murda from P Valley playing Chris Paul. Looks nothing like Chris Paul. Old boy from Insecure, like you said, playing Matt Barnes might be the most spot on.
That's the one.
That might be the most spot on. Somebody said they should have Blake Griffin play Blake Griffin for sure because the dude they picked. Listen, the people who did this casting is the same people that selected Flex Washington to be Michael Jackson.
Oh, I didn't know that shit.
You never saw that?
Okay, I've never seen it, but I
yes.
heard about it.
Listen,
But I didn't know
I'm
it
gonna
was the
see your
same people
picture.
who did the casting.
No. I say I don't know if it is, but it's damn sure
Oh.
fucking feel like it. Because why would you think any of these people?
Yo, it's
should be
FX.
this-
Remember they put Cuba Gooding Jr. for OJ Simpson. Like, come
But
on.
that was good though. But look though, but
Cuba
was a good
Gooding Jr.
series.
Facts.
But look, he looks
Facts.
nothing like him. But look, the people versus OJ might be one of the best little docu series, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how biopic series ever. the people they pick for that, you can actually see like, okay, I can see that we're going with this.
It was good enough to where I could look around it.
Yeah, this is not
when
good
you got
enough.
these guys that don't look
Clip.
like the players and they do not know how to play basketball whatsoever.
You got Lawrence Fishburne playing
Curry,
Doc Rivers and shit.
Curry looks like Fred VanVleet.
Yes. Why do you think get old boy who was walking around like Clay to play Clay? Why
Facts.
didn't do that? Like, what
social
we
media
doing?
buddy.
Yeah, like, come on, man. This I'm gonna check it out because I got to. But how you gonna take away winning time and then give us clipped?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Ed O'Neill and Lawrence Fishburne, they're rocking out. It's kind of interesting to watch that. Besides that,
so you watched the episode already?
I watched both. I'm gonna keep watching.
Oh, you watched them both, so I gotta catch up. I'm gonna watch it then. I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna keep watching. I'm locked in.
I'm gonna see it right. I want to watch it because she was locked in on Winning Time. She loved the Lakers show,
and I love Winning Time.
I feel like
yeah,
everybody was really into that. That was really good. Like, especially if you had nothing about the Lakers, it was interesting. And the people kind of look like them a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
helps.
It helped. Like,
hey,
like
that was
you can overlook it. You can overlook it.
That was HBO money.
Man. It was HBO money, man.
They paid Lawrence Fishburne and Ed O'Neill, and the budget was gone.
They gave him the budget. They gave him yeah. Like Lawrence Fishburne probably took
open tryouts from there.
For real, DeAndre Jordan 6'6" in that show.
You ain't
maybe,
lying, bro.
Maybe.
You ain't lying. I
saw DJ himself.
Like, man, was Doc really cussing them dudes out in practice? Like,
hell
like
no.
The Clips? Like, come on,
hell
man.
No.
I need somebody from the Clippers. I need somebody. I need Matt Barnes. I need Chris Paul. Somebody to say.
I don't think a single NBA practice has looked like that in like 30 years.
Like, that was just character development and introduction, like
dramatization.
Yeah.
Do you think that Clippers team, anybody on that Clippers team was going to let Doc Rivers talk to them like that? Hell no, they was not going to let that shit happen. You can't tell me otherwise.
I hope JJ responds. If anybody responds, I hope JJ says something on this pod.
We need somebody to say something. We need somebody. Real quick, some of y'all talking about, we're doing quick news since we're not going to have a show tomorrow. The Lakers news with the coaching. Let me tell you something. JJ is going to pull up on Shams in the offseason. Y'all saw what JJ said? JJ basically was like, he basically let it be known he had nothing to do with none of this shit. Like, with Shams talking about the Lakers. Like,
damn.
So let me tell you something. Shams, you better watch out of Summer League. JJ is pulling up on your ass to say something to you for sure. But
nasty business.
Nasty business. Nasty. Because you got JJ out there looking like a crazy man. You got people thinking like him and Bron, this podcast was just so he could be the coach and shit. And it's not even that. That's not even the thing. Like, that's nasty gotta get the journalism right there. That's
gotta get the clicks.
Journalism. That's nasty work, man. Journalism across the board is just nasty in sports, in other media, in music. It's just bad. Like, you just be lying, just saying things, going with a narrative, and now you got Bron and JJ got to like fight this shit now. Like, I'm not.
Hey, Windhorse on ESPN fighting for Bron's life. Like, hey, he is not involved with these decisions. Like every day,
bro. Like it's not.
That's a whole other can of worms.
They had a whole coaching list for JJ Redick. Like, this is who he's gonna bring.
Oh damn! They had his staff picked out.
Bro, they had the staff.
That's crazy.
Oh my god! But now we're Hurley. Man, they offering $100 million. Hey, do you leave UConn? You got a made in heaven in UConn, back to back.
I think he stays.
Do you stay, or you take your ass to LA to maybe coach Bron one more year?
I think he's at the pedigree. I think he's at the pedigree where he could go back to college and have a really good job again. But like,
yes,
you're in a great spot.
You're in a great spot. Do you want to deal with the Lakers? Do you want to deal with that?
Hey, but a long-term plan, if they're talking, or if those reports are true, if it's 8 years and they're committed to him to building up whatever he's talking about or whatever they envision.
I don't believe in that in today's NBA whatsoever.
But if it was true,
with this,
that's why I think he goes back. That's exactly why I think he goes back. $100 million
is crazy though. $100 million is nuts. What wife is saying? What his wife talking about? What's she saying?
Wifey comfy, but it's nice over there in Cali. It's
You
warm.
got L.A. taxes. You over in Connecticut. L.A. food. Connecticut food. I don't know. I ain't never been in Connecticut before. Have y'all?
No.
That's
No.
one. That's one of the few places on the East Coast I've never been to, and I never even thought
Hey,
about going
is
to.
Vermont a real place?
I've been to Vermont. I went skiing there once.
Oh shit! So okay, it's confirmed.
Yeah, my black
Never.
ass is out there for
Never. I've never seen somebody from Vermont, bro. Bernie just popped up, and I was like,
listen,
all right.
now I'm not saying I know anybody there. As far as I know, everybody in Vermont was visiting just like I was. I was in a resort, so I don't even. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what the fuck? Let's go see.
I've never heard nobody say, "Hey man, I'm from Vermont." I'm with you, Zo. I ain't never heard that
for
shit
real.
before.
Any hoopers?
I
from
know
Vermont?
somebody from Delaware, but they're not from there. They moved there, so it's like I still don't know nobody from Delaware. So it's just stuck in that northeast up there. You just stuck. We don't know what's happening up there. So hey,
I want to see if there's a hooper before we sign off from Vermont.
Yeah. All right, check. We need to know, was there any hoopers from Vermont in the NBA?
Hey,
Let us
Vermont
know.
is solid in the American East Conference every year.
Hey, that's
Did they make it to the
recruiting.
NBA, though? Yeah, did they make it to the NBA? That's what we need to
So
know.
is it homegrown in Vermont?
Is that
Players from Vermont.
Like
y'all gonna find out all
Kiki,
type of information over here, okay?
like Kiki Vandaway.
There's gonna be some shit like that. Somebody with a black and white picture. Jonah's gonna find it. Jonah's gonna find that shit.
None of these names are.
Hey,
Damn.
I already know none of these names is gonna make any damn sense to us. Like none of them. None of these names that you're gonna say.
100% coming with black and white pictures.
100%, yo. 1000%.
Is there anyone?
Damn, Vermont ain't got no hoopers, huh? Damn, bro.
At least Alaska's got
Swagger.
like Carlos Boozer.
Alaska got
Booze.
a Boozer. They got Trajan Langdon. Shout out to him getting a new GM spot with the Pistons. Shout out to him. If you don't know who that is, Duke legend. The Clip.
Duke.
He's a sniper. He was a sniper at Duke. There's nobody else.
Look at Jonah's face. Look at this list.
Alaska
yo.
got more hoopers than Vermont.
They don't even
Goddamn.
they don't even show up when you go to click on like the state list on Basketball Reference. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's
Damn.
no homegrown.
New Hampshire
Vermont
has
hooper.
one.
New Hampshire had one.
Maine has two. Matt Bonner is from New Hampshire.
Matt
Go
Bonner.
figure.
Matt Bonner is?
Mm-hmm.
Man. What else is up there? We got
What was his nickname? The Red what?
we got
Red
Matt
Mamba.
Bonner. Not Matt. I'm talking about the state. We got New Hampshire, Delaware, Vermont. Who's from Delaware? Anybody from Delaware made it to the league?
I'm sure there is. DMV's got a lot of hoopers.
Now, don't yeah, we know DMV do now. We know DMV got hoopers. I mean,
I
KD
love
was
this.
there.
I love
KD,
this sort of
Melo.
convo's gotten.
Oh yeah,
I know
Dante
what about
DiVincenzo's
Melo?
from Delaware. He's the Michael Jordan of
Oh
Delaware.
yeah.
Oh,
really his nickname.
damn, I missed that. Now, I did not know that. I promise to God, I did not know that at all.
Bones Highlands
Wow.
from Delaware.
Bones
Bones.
Holland is from Delaware?
What's his real name?
Was he
Nah,
born
Sean.
there or did he
Nah,
was he like a
Sean, yeah.
transplant?
Yeah, he was born and raised there through high school.
In fucking
What the-
Delaware.
Wilmington.
Damn.
He was cooking them
Wow.
skiers, boy.
You know he, you go skiing? Y'all go skiing?
Hell,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never been
I used
skiing.
to all the time when I was a
You
kid.
ain't never been skiing, so?
I've been snowboarding. I ain't never been
I'm
skiing.
about to say, I've been snowboarding too. I did snowboarding and shit like that.
Looks
I
like
ain't gonna lie, I
Jalen
don't know
Duran
about
grew
no-
up in Delaware too. There you go.
What
Jalen
the
Duran,
hell?
What the hell? Vermont, y'all slacking. You got Alaska and Delaware whooping your ass, man.
Get together.
Hey, before we get out of here, though, check South Dakota and North Dakota. What we got? Can we
I know
Nate
Nate Walters might be one.
Oh yeah, Nate Walters. Yep.
Nate Walters
okay,
was
okay.
a dog.
Okay. Because Phil Jackson
North
from Montana,
Dakota.
Right?
We got
He had a solid little career actually.
Doug
He did.
McDermott was born in North Dakota.
Damn, wasn't expecting. Okay.
Tyler Johnson, former Heat legend.
Okay.
The lefty sniper.
Okay.
He got an absolute bag in that goofy ass offseason.
Yeah, he
Okay.
did.
He did.
Yo, was that the Mozgov year?
I think it was. And
Okay,
South
okay.
Dakota, before we get out of here, 5 players. Mike
know these
Miller
players.
is the most recognizable.
Like Mike Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up. I would have never guessed. Mike Miller. Like white boy Mike Miller. Like Mike Miller, who got the clip Mike Miller, is from South Dakota.
He went to Florida, right?
Yeah, he went to
Yep.
Florida. If anybody
A hell
knows
of a
Mike Miller
change.
and know how and listen to him how he talk, the league in college definitely changed him.
That's what I'm saying. He went to Florida.
He's from the if you've ever been through South Dakota, he's from the Corn Palace city.
What
Mitchell,
the fuck
Palace.
South,
Yo, Mike
home
Miller.
of the Corn Palace.
Yo, I'm outdone. If you know Mike Miller, you know how he talk, you know how he played. That man went from South Dakota to Florida.
There you go.
They turned him out.
I'm gonna start flipping through this the rest of the night.
Yo, that's
This is random shit.
Yo, you learn something all the time over here on Coming Commentators, man. We got you in all areas. Wow, man. Well, we had 51 minutes, man. I wasn't expecting. Like I said, we don't talk too much about a finals where it's like this in the first 2 games, but man, anything else before we get up out of here, man? Anything? So you over there cracking the fuck up?
Cause I was just picturing Mike Miller out there shooting like Ricky Rowe from Blue Chips in the cornfield.
Crazy. Look great. Yo, I didn't even think about
You got the little wood for the ball return.
Oh my god, that shit is stuck in my head.
Shout out Luke Ridnour.
Where he from,
Idaho.
South Dakota too? Idaho, okay. I'm still disappointed in Vermont. Man, for sure. Yeah, I thought y'all were gonna have more, at least 2. South Dakota got Mike Miller. They won it.
Duncan Robinson was born in Maine.
That's another state. I forgot about that.
I knew that one.
Went to high school in New Hampshire.
I didn't know.
When D3, what school did he go to?
Williams
Wow.
College.
I would have never guessed. I would have never known. Anyways, man, it's been a fun episode, man. We got maybe 2 more games of NBA hoops left.
That'd be nice.
Maybe it's been some good WNBA games. You feel me?
It's been picking up the slack. Yep.
It's been picking up. They've been hooping.
Got the loaded schedule because the Olympics. It's
loaded ass schedule.
Honestly, there's so much going on. Y'all said last time, like they usually used to have a couple days in between, and it's like every other back to back. Like
they don't have. Yeah, they getting back to backs and shit. They don't dealing with that shit. But man, like we said earlier in the episode, we will not be here tomorrow night for a regular episode. We probably won't be. We won't be back here for another regular Monday episode until after the finals. So whenever the finals is over, that's when we'll be back for that. Shout out to everybody on YouTube who was in here. Everybody on Twitter. Shout out to y'all, like always. Like and subscribe, share, comment, 5 stars wherever you want to share it. What else? What else we got? I ain't got nothing else, man. I like my hat. See my Cubs clock hat, man.
Oh, okay. I see you.
You see me?
I see you.
Yeah, that shit hard. I wasn't even going for that. And I saw I had to get it. I said, "Is that what I think it is?" It is. But yeah, man. If you missed it, if your friends missed it, the episode gonna be live in an hour. Let them
drop
know
that shit.
Drop that shit. Gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on Spotify, Apple, anywhere else you listen to our podcast. Shit till Wednesday night, man. We out of here. Peace.